Good morning, welcome to the Ray Supp channel, R-A-Y space S-U-P-P. Even in the rain, even in the rain. Just want to throw up another little quick video. It's raining out here. It's pretty chill. It's nice. It's still a fairly nice day. It ain't pouring all hardcore. Even if it does pour, oh well, who cares? We caught the bus this morning. This video's a little funny right now. Ooh. Little fucking brat. I swear, man, she had the runs all fucking night last night, man. It's fucking annoying. I had to shampoo the place. Had to shampoo the fuck out of the place. But it's all good. I didn't want to take her out. I was tired of taking her out. It was like every 8 minutes, every 5 minutes she wanted to take a shit. But it's because I changed the dog food, and that didn't settle so well. Man, I wish I could sue those fucking companies. Come here, mama. Come here. Here. How am I supposed to throw it if you're not going to let me handle it, huh? There you go. Anyways, yeah, but we got chicken and stuff. But I just kind of threw it up in the bowl real quick because it was going to take some time. I was doing some stuff, and then I cooked those chicken legs for her. But by that time, she was already had the runs and everything, and I was like, you ain't going to eat nothing. I gave her a couple bones to kind of settle the stomach up. She's fairly clearing up. I think her recovery time is better than... Whoa, shit. Her recovery time is a lot better because she started pooping some solids this morning, or a little while ago before we got here. We had caught the bus, like I said, we caught the bus here. But we didn't come right here right away. Went to the Family Dollar. I had to get some of these. I was told that these are good for their stomach. I just gave her one. It's better than the liquids because I feel that the liquids... I feel that the liquids, it's harder to get them to get it, you know. This one, I just kind of put it in there, had her go like that, and she's like, she just chewed it up. I only gave her one for right now. We'll see how it works. I didn't want to give her two, even though it said for kids and adults, somewhere in between 12 years or whatever. But she's only 8 months, and I don't really know how it's going to affect the stomach. So I'd rather just give it to her little by little. Right now, I'm going to make her fast. She's not going to eat nothing, even though she was getting a little excited and she seen me munching on a candy. She's like, oh, let me have something. She probably thought it was beef jerky. They usually get beef jerky. But right now, I have her water fasting. That's normally what I do. I just give her water all fucking day, let her poop it all out. And when she don't have nothing in the digestive system left, her recovery will quickly dissipate within the first hour or two. And then after that, come here. I gotta get her motivated, or else she won't go get it. It takes her a while to get motivated, but I want to run her out, man. I'm gonna wear her out today because I got some stuff I need to take care of. But I figured I got up pretty kind of early. I just wanted to come and handle some stuff. I slept fairly really good though. I slept an accumulation of a good amount of hours, and I felt that it was necessary and it was needed because I've been working out pretty hardcore. Today I'll probably work out maybe later in the afternoon or whatever. I'll probably do some pull-ups before we go. I don't need to get all hardcore with it. I've been doing it for the last 6-7 days straight, and sometimes it needs a rest period. And today I'm just gonna fast, even if I had a little Snicker bar, you know, a little Red Bull. But I got some cucumbers and stuff with some apples and lemons. I'm just gonna let that. I'm gonna make some drinks with that, flush out. I wanted to go to the gym today, but I really don't think that's possible. I'm trying to figure out some stuff with the DMV right now. I mean, I got the stuff that I need, but I got one little issue in the way I need to cover up. But it's cool though. I'll be able to get my license, which is really good. Just get it going. I'm thinking of just getting a dirt bike. I mean, I'll still have my truck, but I'm thinking about getting a dirt bike just to kind of, you know, just to get the experience and the motorcycle type thing. I got a friend that's helping me out with that. He's talking to me about it and stuff. So it's pretty cool. And like I said, I just wanted to make this video real quick so you can see how we're just playing out here in the rain. A lot of people just stay inside and gloomy and all that. Hell no, not me, dude. I'll still get out here and get it, you know. I might work out. I might change my mind. But yeah, this is just us playing out here, so I'll show the little bit more of the video here, just to show us that we're playing and stuff. Probably send this video to my mom. This video is not going to be too long. It'll just be like roughly 10 minutes or so. Cut you off, son. Where you go? Mine, nigga. She cut me off, dude. She's a cheater. Because she got 4 legs. It's easy for her to maneuver. I can't cross like that. You know, I could do this, but I can't. Maybe if I had some skates, you know. Come on. But she's getting real good at dodging me. Sometimes she has too much space. It's not really that fair. But most of the time, I tap her, right? Sometimes I barely come that close, and whoop, she feels it when I hit her like, You tapping out, son? She gets tired pretty quickly. But it's alright. If I run out of breath, that's a good thing. And normally I don't even run out of breath like this. I can do like 4 miles, 15 miles, 11 miles. But like I said, my leg is still recovering. And just the weather alone, it's been kind of weird. Go get it. Why are you being lazy? Go get it. Go get the tire. She's being lazy, man. But yeah, I want to say morally. Well, I mean, I kind of bought some vape stuff yesterday, like a little cartridge. It's only like a 2.5. It wasn't like the 5 something. So I've been puffing on that a little bit. Eventually, I'll probably I kind of always veer off of it. Like I puff it. I left it at home, so it ain't bothering me. You know what I mean? Usually, I'll just puff on it a little bit here and there. When it runs out, I'm like, whatever. I won't even hesitate to be like, just let it go. You know what I mean? Every now and then, I'll get it to change it, but see, she's being a little fucking punk. She's supposed to give it to me. She's supposed to retrieve it and bring it back. How else am I supposed to throw it? How else am I supposed to throw it? Got you. Got you. Come back. You're cheating now. Oh, but you're going to get some water, huh? You're trying to be all slick. Hey. Hey. I got some treats. I got some treats. What is this? Ah, psych. That's what you get, fool. What? What? Now you butthurt? Are you butthurt? Come on. This little nigga, man. She's funny, dude. She likes to fuck with me. She thinks she's slick. She's getting a little slick here and there once in a while, you know, but I see it all the time. Come on. Oh. But I like to run her out, man. It's better for me. Just stick her in a kennel, she'll just fall right asleep. I mean, it might take a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes or so, but it gives me more time to get on my phone and handle business, what I gotta do on there. You know, if I gotta check the accounts or something, or if I'm like researching and shit like that. I've just been trying to study more. I should be getting more on the language, training on the language, because I was trying to do the Dutch language, and I still have that CD. It's like Germans for Dummies. I think it's German. I'm pretty sure it's German. But sometimes like this, like when she lays like that, it's a rest period. She'll rest up and then she'll start moving. I don't like to give her rest periods that long. That's why I'll make this approach. She knows that her time's limited, and then she'll either try to bounce or she'll just give it up. But like I said, they're always trying to impress, right? So I'll wear her out more than frequent. And see, now she's still trying to rest. Most of the time she'll try to go and get it, but I'm trying to get her to get worn out. She has a few reserve tanks, which means that she'll hit a real low and then she'll get up again. She'll wear down again and get up again, right? We all kind of have them. Some people don't have it in them. Maybe in another lifetime after they die and they come back. You know, there she goes. See, as long as it's like a shorter distance, she'll get it. If it's too far, she ain't gonna want to get it. But also too, like, I don't know how many hours she slept or how bugged she was about her diarrhea or whatever. Her little diarrhea. I kind of felt like I had that too this morning. I was like, fuck, dude, like, you jinxing me, homie. And I always feel people's energies. It's real weird because, like, when I lay down on the couch and if she's passed out, like, super fucking tired in the kennel, I'll feel that energy and I'm like, and I know I'm not tired. And I like, it's like so gravitating in. And I'm like, whoa, like, that's how tired. That's when I know she's fucking really tired because she'll sleep like 5, sometimes even 8 hours, like, straight, you know. She might get up every now and then and kind of roll around. But that's mainly because she's trying to, there you go, go a little further. That's mainly because, like, she's got to get up and get some water. You know, she'll drink a little bit and then she'll fall back asleep. She can hold her digestive system and her pee real well, which is good. Because when I'm gone for 8 hours at a job or whatever, she has to hold it in, you know what I mean? But they're built for that because they don't got no issues with their gut, and they don't have no issues with their lungs or the cardiovascular. We're the ones that do, because we go out here and fucking buy shit that we shouldn't be buying, you know, which is pretty much like cigarettes and alcohol, weed, and all that shit. And you know, that corrupts our system. You know, that could fuck up your pancreas. It could be fucking up your, you know, your liver from the drink, your kidneys, you know, from whatever you drink, even soda, energy drinks, shit like that. It can be clogging up your, and also your lymphatic system, you know. I don't even, you know, in school, they never even talked about that, lymphatic system. I started to learn that maybe about 5-6 years ago, I want to say, roughly. And, it's not really that common to hear. And then sometimes, you know, since you got all this new age bullshit, it's kind of hard to keep up with stuff where you're like, what does that mean? What does empathy mean? What does introvert mean? And what is this? What is that? That's all a bunch of bullshit. Now, the lymphatic system actually truly exists. I've seen it. I've done the research on it. It made a lot of sense. You could tell it wasn't fairly made up. Some things you do research on, you can kind of catch the little hints there where it's like, it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, where you're like, you know, thinking about it a little bit, you could tell that it's fake. You know what I mean? Like, it's not real. They made it up. Like, empathy, I remember I was getting stuck on that for a little bit, and it's not even, I need to learn to throw further with my left. It's good practice. But, empathy is not even a real thing. That's the new age shit. It's actually called discernment, and that comes from Jesus, which is pretty much like, you could read people real well, where, like, you could see, like, some of the negativity in them, or you could see the abuse, or you could see, like, okay, for instance, I remember I was messing with this girl, and I went to her pad, and I was laying there, and, you know, we got done doing whatever we were doing, and I was like, fuck, I'm thirsty, you know, like, I didn't ask her for anything, I was just like, damn, I'm thirsty after that, you know what I mean, like, and she's like, oh, you're thirsty, and I was like, yeah, and then she's like, oh, I got these drinks, and she's like, you want one, and I was like, sure, you know, if you're offering, you know what I mean? I wasn't demanding or nothing of that. And I seen how she was like, oh, okay. And just the reading off of I got her is like, she loved to cater to a man. She loved to, like, do the wifey thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's something that she really embodily wanted. Like, I don't know, psychologically or what. But when I read it, I felt some connected energy there, which was probably like somebody else's energy. It's fucking weird. Like, my shit goes so deep, where, like, I can read other individuals' energies, which were other previous males, and those males were like, oh, look how she moving, nigga, you know, like, okay, now I got it. And when they see that, they take advantage of that. Now I know how individuals read one another and how they take advantage. Because it's true. When a male sees that in a woman, they know that they got that catering aspect, And most males that do shit like that, they fairly don't have it good with their mom or their father. I want to say their mom, roughly, because they're like, they hate women. You know what I mean? Or they hate their mom. Something happened between that. And they want to take advantage. And they're like, oh, this bitch will love me, whoop-de-whoop. And they'll go deep with that, and they'll take advantage where, like, they're cheating, and they're laying up in the house, and they're like, oh, whatever, girl, because the girl really wants that approval. It's kind of like a daddy thing, you know what I mean? That's why you say you have mama issues, daddy issues, and shit like that. I'm not like that, dude. Like, to me, that's like cutting deep in the heart and shit, you know? Like, because you're fucking them up way more psychologically. And then, plus two, like, some girls, they want to seek revenge because it's been done to them. So they're like, fuck it, I'll do it to the most righteous men. You know what I mean? And because at some point, they were pure themselves. That's how I look at it. I think they were very pure at one point, and their family just broke them. You know, like the mom, their brother, their sister, whatever was going on in the house. You know, if they have trauma, like always looking out the window, expecting like a hero to come or something like that. That's some deep psychological shit. And there might have been some like blackouts. And that usually occurs down the line, like if they're doing drugs. And when they start doing drugs and shit like that, it gets really deeper to where they're psychologically fucking it up for themselves, even if their abuser's not around anymore. You know what I mean? And then it becomes so deep, eventually there's bondage, which means like spirits and demons and shit like that. They start taking over that person and really convincing them to hatred. And then it grows and it consumes them. And that's when it gets really, really bad for them, and they start accusing everyone else that they really truly love, you know. And that's the part where I feel that hate likes to separate and cut off, right? Like something that doesn't belong there when it really actually does. And that hatred will just take you straight, you know. Like to me, it's like that's the devil wanting to create all that hatred and like make you do his bidding and then take you along with him. Like, okay, well, now you committed all these crimes against God, now I'm gonna take you now. You know what I mean? That's why I don't understand people like that gravitate towards that. Like, I mean, I can kind of see that a little bit from the anger perspective, but you know, you gotta be tougher at heart, you know, within your soul and your spirit and your heart, like all in one. You gotta be stronger than that, no matter what the fucking outcome. I know people that didn't have moms and dads and they still made it out. You know what I mean? And that's very, very strong stories, and, you know, have to be strong spiritually. Come on, you lazy butt. But, yeah, so those are a lot of the things that I've learned over time. Psychological evaluations, analyzing individuals, you know, seeing where their faults are and their flaws. Come on. But see, the difference is between me and them, I don't take advantage of that. Other people do. Like, they know that they're good at that, and they'll touch you on it, you know? Like the Shaolin master said, he's like, I want to know how they're stirring that in you. How does that individual know to do that? How do they know how to touch you like that, right? I think it's just because generally, other than just the physicality of the body, we're spirits. We're energy beings, you know, we're spirits. So once you get embodied into the body and you still recognize your spirit entitude of like your intelligence, you can still tap into that, you know, and you're kind of like, you know, like some fools that are like hardcore criminals, like they're real smart, they know everything about the database and the internet, and they know how to fucking print out money and do all that shit, and they're really connected, like in the mind. Like, those fools experience something, you know what I mean? Those spirits are fucking smart in the body. That's why they get away with shit, you know? They're just kind of like in tuned, like, they see angles that you can't see. Now, some of those fools are probably fucking blessed beyond measure because they can just get money whenever the fuck they want, you know what I mean? Even after they get out of jail, they're like, I was contemplating in there for the last 2 years. This method's gonna be smarter. You know? So it's kind of like, I mean, some of us aren't meant to be like that, you know? Like me, I know I'm not meant to be like that. Which is good because I'm probably more righteous. You know, God's probably more like, you don't need any of that shit. It's all fake. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know how God thinks. Like, we all think like men. And by men in the Bible, when it says all men, they're talking of man, woman, and kids. They're not meaning just men in general. The Bible is very symbolic, you know? And the way it talks. And then if you think about it, like when it comes to understanding, like, Even in the movies and stuff, like when I talk about Jesus, he usually says, you're thinking like a man, you're not thinking like God. You know what I mean? And God thinks differently because he's an amazing, huge, untouchable spirit. You know what I mean? Everyone always tries to challenge him, like, you can't, dude. You're a little fucking speck. Like, you're so small, and an aspect of his growth is like, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? That's why you got these other higher forces, as they say, demonic spirits and negative entities, right? They're like 100 times fold fucking bigger than you. Like they were right next to God, so they probably look like pets. Like how I look right now. Like, let's say I'm God. This is my angel right here. Like, I command you. You know, like you have no say so, fool. Like, you got no control. I'll put you on a leash. You know, like they say that God has the devil on a short leash. You know, you have to really think about shit like that. I don't think people think about that. I know some individuals do, but they don't have power. They don't have power like God. You know. You'll never ever in your life supersede God. Like, I mean, even just the name in general, God, right? There's no other fucking name. You could be like, oh, Buddhist or Satan, and those names don't stick like God. You know, like when you even just the word God, you know what I mean? Like, boom, that's it. It's done. It's fucking a wrap, son. So, like I said, those are all the. Basically, when I'm posting this video, it'll be like about like a lot of psychological shit, you know, learning how to understand individuals, see where they really come from, diving deep, because, you know, this is the way I look at it. If God can forgive a murderer and a thief that were laying up there with him on the cross, depending on the circumstance, that's kind of how I look at it, because you can't just go murdering around like, yeah, you know, and then not have no forgiveness. Now, there's a movie, it's called Assassins, with Sylvester Stallone. I'm going to cut this video in a minute. But with Sylvester Stallone, he was a straight killer, you know, an assassin. And over time, he was, like, dreadfuling, like, you know, he was coming to a sense where he's like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, I know that I'm not doing the right thing. So he did all he can to get out. We're watching you, too. He did all he can to get out. And in a roundabout way, it was kind of like he was redeeming himself. You know what I mean? Out of everything. So, to me, I think it's a good thing. Like, you know, because if God can... Even the people that do, like, devil worshipping, right? Like, they went so deep with that shit. And they ended up coming to Jesus, right? So, no matter how far you are, or how sucked down into the pipe you are, smoking your pipe, you know, the tweak... the cocaine, the fucking pill popping or whatever, you can always get out. If you, at one point in time, something tragic will happen to you, and it'll like, there was a scripture I was reading that said, you'll go so deep that even as in the fist of darkness, God will find a way for you to get out. Like, escape. You know what I mean? And that's what it takes. You have to escape that. You know what I mean? If you really want it. Because, I mean, who the fuck wants to burn in hell? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to fucking burn in hell, dude. It's forever. It's like all eternity. There's no ending to it. You know, at least in this lifetime when you're doing bad and you went through some torture and shit and it hurts, at least at some point you get a break, right? You sleep it off and you wake up, you kind of come to your senses, and then you start to feel all this guilt because you were doing all these things. That's the sin. Those are the crimes that are being written off in your soul. You know what I mean? That's why they say come judgment day, your soul keeps record. Because people are like, oh, in the pits of your soul. It's like, fool, that's a record book. Your soul is not even who you are. It's a part of you, but who you really are is a spirit. You're a spirit being, you know what I mean? Your soul is pretty much just connected to like a fucking computer chip that runs all memory, right? So it's beep. Oh, you committed this crime, you committed that. Those are all sins, you know what I mean? And it gets written off in there. So when God eventually comes to Judgment Day, He'll show all that, and boom, you're gonna get hit with all those sins. And then deep down inside, what the fuck's up with this car? What do you want? You're not just posting there if I'm just chilling right here, fool. I got your license plate, nigga. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there. People are fucking stupid and weird. And why are you looking at me, fool? Either that or you're looking at your phone, but it's very fucking funny. Oh, my homie fucking hit me up. Sweet. That nigga got I'm on break. Hey, cheater. So anyways, yeah, that's just pretty much all the information that I've learned. Whether people believe that or not, it's real shit. You know what I mean? And that's what that is. Your soul's pretty much a record. It holds record to you. Just like, where do you think they get these concepts from? When you go to fucking, like, jury duty, or you go to court, and they're like, oh, we got you on file, we got you on record, these are the crimes that you committed, you know, we have your record book. Where do they get that from? From the fucking Bible, dude. You know what I mean? Like, when they say, oh, this is illegal, that's illegal, we're legalizing this and that. They're the ones doing that. They're the ones in control saying, oh, this, and that, right? But it's God that made laws, right? He's the one that made the real laws. The 10 Commandments, those are fucking laws. You break them, you're going to abide by them. You know what I mean? Like, or you're going to answer for them. You commit adultery, it's written. You know what I'm saying? That's where they get that shit. And then they're like, oh, the justice system, the state of Nevada court justice system, or California justice system. Motherfucker, that ain't God's system, fool. That's why, to me, I'm like, these fucking people are dumb, fool. Like, I mean, yeah, it took me a long time to learn that shit. It took me a very long time to learn that. Now I know the truth, and the more I've been open to the truth, the more I see all these fucking lies, and I'm like, fool, you're all fucking lying, dog. I don't need no fucking license. I don't need no fucking insurance to drive. But if I do, here comes the cops, right? Oh, I'm gonna handcuff you and this and that. Fool, and I know in my heart, I'm not trying to blast your ass, but when it comes time to the Noah's days really start cracking off, dude, you better stay the fuck out of my way, fool, because I don't need any of that shit. Once it starts fucking really cracking off, ain't nobody gonna be tripping on a bill. Ain't nobody gonna really care about money. It's gonna be so fucking insane out here that, like, that's not even gonna, you know, if people, like, for reals, like, if this whole fucking town went berserk and there's fires going off and bombs and people killing and stabbing and robbing and all that shit, you think someone's gonna be in line at the post office like, oh, I'm gonna pay my rent when all that shit's going on? Fuck no, dude. That's not even gonna, none of this shit's gonna exist anymore. All this shit's gonna be in their rear for fucking mirror, and it's like before you fucking know it, you know what I mean? And I know it's coming because there's certain things in my life right now that doesn't seem to be lining up very well. But anyways, this is just a message, and it's gonna get put out whether you like it or not. And we'll be ready, huh, mama? We'll all be ready, man. Woo, woo, woo. But that's the message. You guys have a good one. And the one that you know who I'm talking about, you better get right, dude. Put that shit down. Stop smoking it. Get away from that bitch, because she'll take you to fucking hell, dude. I'm telling you. She's not a good friend. She's fucking with the devil. She's just playing you, dude. She's playing you. You need to get out of that shit and get right. No matter what you face, you've already faced all the worst. You've already ended the stick. You know, you were already at the end of the stick of the last piece of your rope. Let it go. Just let it go and give it to God, dude. And things will change for you. In the end, they will. Right now, it's not worth it. But anyways, peace out, you guys. Have a good day. Say bye-bye, mama. Say bye-bye. Say soldier out. Soldier out. 10 hut. Yeah. Later.